Yes. We need one of these to land in lanes 4 or 5 just to proc the block. It's all we need. Yes! We got both of them, babies. We got both of them. This game is winnable. We're actually going to try to pull this combo off now. We're going to put Valk in the graveyard now. I don't believe it loses its stats. It doesn't say them there. I'm pretty sure this works. And the Valk can't be bounced by anything except for a grave bouncer. It's going to... No! He's going to rely on him blocking now. This should pop out with all the attack. So now he needs to roll a 2 and a 3 for the win. Rolls a 1, and we actually won that game! What's going on, everybody? This is Fry. So today we are doing the Impfinity Imp Valk deck. So you're going to start off with your imps, the imposter, the imp throwing imp. It's just caused so much ruckus, especially if you can make everything deadly. You're going to draw a lot of cards with the imp commander, and you'll follow up with either bouncing older minions off the field with excavator, zombie, pogo, and mix of gravedigger will stick your pogo and your excavator back into the gravestone, activate their abilities again, thus really being able to bounce many minions, which will help you finish off the game. Now, the sort of key that we're running in the deck is the Valkyrie. The Valkyrie, since you have so many small minions, this will just grow as a 3-cost card, end up with insane stats. You don't have teleports or anything like that, since of course this is not Professor Brainstorm. But we will be trying to play Valk and removing whatever's in front of it with Fruitcake. Another option is actually to stick Valk into the graveyard, which will make it sort of not removable. They won't really know what's inside there, and the Valk will end up with an extra attack, and then you can actually, together with that, I'll say on turn 6, play Excavator Zombie. That will bounce the graveyard off the field and all the plants there so they can't team up against the Valk, and hopefully be able to win that way. So the Valk really isn't even, you know, you don't need the Valk to win. It's very important that you have multiple ways of winning, so very often storming with your imps and then getting pogo mix of Gravedigger adds so much value to the field. This is a tempo deck. You're just trying to get as much, you know, as many cards as you can onto the field. And the Fruitcake is really efficient. One strategy also we might do is play Graveyard on 1 and then stick the Imp Throwing Imp on 2. Sometimes they do feel a need. They're not going to be sure what's in there. It's more likely they'll be able to front the Imp Throwing Imp if they don't know what's inside, if it's, you know, in a gravestone. So, alright, here it is. I actually did test out this deck and it performed very, very well. Hope you enjoy. I'm going to predict, this is a pretty fast winning deck too. I'm going to predict we're going to go 9-1. With this deck today. It's just a really all-in-all powerful deck. The Valkyrie, even though we have a lot of 3s, Valkyrie, you can play it on turn 3 if you want, but it's really our late game card in this deck, together with Fruitcake. So Toxic Wasteum is good. I certainly want 2. The mix of Gravedigger seems a little bit slow right here. I'll get rid of Fruitcake. With Valkyrie. Nice to start with Valk. Not a great starting hand. It's so good when you start with Infinity Clones in this deck. It's ridiculously good. Just imagine Infinity Clones on 1, Toxic Wasteum on 2. Like, what hero can even deal with that? We in matches already? No. What are you gonna play? I made the deck before the stream, so. Grave mistake for the win. I'll tell you, there's another thing too. Having the graveyard in the deck makes it your cheaper cards are sort of gonna absorb the grave busters and stuff like that, making your pogo mix of Gravedigger actually a lot better later on. This is a really bad hand. And thank you so much, Bacon Guy, for subscribing. Z Bacon Guy, I'll take it. Thank you so much. Real appreciate it. I'm gonna actually just put a gravestone here, just so he doesn't destroy whatever's here and hit us for another 4. You really do want to try to play control in the early game and make sure you don't take too much damage. It seems like decks that pour on a lot of damage quickly are actually good against this deck. Banana Bomb. It'd be cool if he played in an environment there. Banana Bomb is annoying. Banana. What do we do here? Really rough start, actually. Not the way we want this deck to start. Pogo? Probably not going to go with the Deadly here. Play an environment. Now we will Deadly. Pogo mixed with Gravedigger is going to be super efficient now. That's it. We're doing fine. We're down to 11 with half a block meter. We're not blocking well at all, unfortunately. So it's going to be Imposter Pogo, and we'll mix up Gravedigger probably next turn. There are better cards than Pogo. That he could play. I'm gonna put the Pogo here. You can always bounce a black IP. I don't know if he fronts us with another 2-1, I guess it'd be really sad. Don't want, but he'll probably grow the 3-4 and then it'll be fine. I think we're gonna bounce the B-Rocks. Yeah, so we do have Imposter mix up Gravedigger here, or whatever comes out of the Imposter, I mean. You can also get greedy with the second Pogo. This is fine. We'll actually make extra pot and stuff in our deck. There's Fruitcake. You can also go Valk Fruitcake. It's gonna be like this. We're basically gonna Valk Fruitcake next turn. You can also Pogo Valk next turn. This is 6, we'll have 7. Pogo is a way to activate Valk in this deck. Yeah, I know, our block meter has been really, really scrubby. He must have hit us at least 4 times here, so we're rolling a lot of ones. That'll be the bounce. Doesn't even matter what's here. Fuck the block. Wow, rolled a 1. Didn't even necessarily want that to happen. Valk does not die to super, which is really awesome. So we're gonna go with Valk and Pogo actually. Hasn't had a Grave Flick yet, so we'll see top deck's one. Should be good to go. Valk just a 10-6, just a high tempo card. Wow, how much does that not matter? Proc the block. Still doing 8. Has such a slow shrinking violet. What is even the point? And there's a super. So we're not quite gonna win here, but we do have, you know, another Valk that'll be a 3-cost 4/6 is just fine. Procs a block, we'll have him down to 4 here. So 4 Valkyrie is all we need. Grow, freeze, I guess. Freeze wouldn't be bad. Now, Valk always goes in lane 1. The question is, where does this Toxic Waste Imp go? I'm just trying to think, if you were somehow to neutralize the Valkyrie, freeze it, let's say, and then put huge amount of damage, we can still Fruitcake. Let's keep this in the water. The Fruitcake is just going to win us the game here. It's so efficient, it's so much damage for 2, and the card he gets is obviously going to be useless. Plant food, not bad. Still guaranteed lethal. No one cares. That's you and your stupid block meter too. Goodbye. Yo, dad. Yeah, my voice is a little bit sore today. I'm just getting off of a cold. I think I'm getting better now. Got a good night's sleep last night. Got him. Dr. Gonzo, I'll look at your deck. Power Imps. Imp. Stomping on? Interesting. This deck looks okay. I just think Stomping on is useless nowadays. These excavators could be really good. 1, 2, 3. Probably get rid of 1 excavator. Do we want to set up the graveyard? I guess so. Just graveyard. In fact, if he were to cover the graveyard with a Spikeweed Sector on turn 2, it would actually be just amazing. How do you get good at this game? By playing a lot, and 2 suggestions I would make. First of all, memorize the cards. Know that Throwing Imp is a sneaky card, and know that Impfinity controls a sneaky and crazy class. Just know which hero controls which class, and which classes contain which card. If you always click on the cards whenever you see them, it'll be really good. Just click on the cards whenever you see them, and because then I'll know that Spadal, let's say, controls the Guardian and the Kabloom class. I kind of know everything he could throw at me, which gives a huge advantage, and this is amazing. Thank you so much for doing that. This guy has no idea. This is going to get 3 shots, usually. Amazing. How do you post decks? Take a screenshot with your phone and upload the screenshot to Imgur, and put a link to the Imgur image in the chat. Now, the second suggestion I would give... It's a lot of damage. We'll go with you. The second suggestion I would give is whenever you lose a game, just think afterwards, what happened? Why did I lose it? Was my strategy not good? Is this not the right deck to use nowadays in the meta, etc.? And I love a Toxic Waste Imp, obviously would be the best thing in the world here. We're gonna draw a couple, one or at least one card here. Maybe 2. Mini Ninja. It's not bad. It still just prevents the 4 damage, makes us down to only 3 now. Amazing. Excavators are kicking in. We gotta develop this graveyard ASAP. What's that? No problem. Get more rewards for more stars in Ultimate League. Interesting. I think this trade is fine. Could go with Excavator Graveyard here. Can also go with Imposter Deadly. With Imposter Deadly. Imposter Deadly Graveyard. Then we can do Excavators on subsequent turns. Yeah, no, this beeping sound is so annoying. Turn down the sound. You're down. Ah, it's gone. Damn, it's back. So Deadly's always good. Let's see what we get. Mixed Up Gravedigger, I'll take it. Do we want to play Mixed Up Gravedigger next turn is the question. Just thinking where to put this graveyard. I guess we'll just develop it, because why not? Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Is this hot? Thank you. Amazing. Oh, sorry. Forgot to close. Really appreciate it. Just got some cough drop. This will definitely help. The old throat. My throat's 30 years old, okay, you guys? I love Impfinity so much. Oof! So Mix Up Gravedigger needs to be played in lane 5 if we would play that. I don't think we will, though. I think instead, we're gonna go Excavator. We'll be able to rebalance the Excavator again next turn and throwing it. Man, we got the Hot Dog Imp, I'll take it. What's going on, Ballas Boss? Thanks, Pea Shooter. Appreciate it. What was this one again? I guess we want this to have more attack. Maybe we could have done it the other way around, because then this will have a 5 attack and we'll get a good bounce next turn. Doesn't really matter. I'm killing these guys. Look at this play. That graveyard's gonna get bounced again. See what ended up in the graveyard. That's okay. Wow. The graveyard gets bounced. Interesting. guess he wants the heal back in his hands. Not a horrible play. Yeah, I'll just kill that. And the Sun there, he bounces that. Get the graveyards back. Go Blockbuster, no way. Bam. Interesting. Fishy Imp, amazing. Probably the best thing you could have gotten. I think it's even better in Toxic Waste Imp. You just want as much damage as possible at this point. We'll go with you. And then we'll still be able to Graveyard Fruitcake. We're just going for face, so let's add 4 damage instead of 1 to the field. For sure. And then the, this will be all the band. We'll set up this graveyard in a opportune spot. What is this? Weird heal strats are kicking in. Come on, man. That was in the wrong spot, dude. That was in the wrong place. Okay, get this weak stuff out of here. Actually, none of my things are dying now. Maybe I should have fruitcaked this one. And then this would have died. Yeah, it doesn't matter. We'll play this again next turn. What's he trying to do? Set up walnut bowling? Whoops. Pokey. Fishy, I'm still getting it done. Now he's a fruit. Uh-oh. Hope it's not a dragon. Okay, he's running Sizzle. It's official. I don't know, is Imgur not available in all countries or something? It's a graveyard. Doing so much damage. His last power is Rain, actually. Absolutely useless since we're bouncing this next turn anyway. 100% of the time, and these two anyway would trade. I guess we can play all this, huh? What's better? Is the Toxic Waste Imp better? Probably. I guess you want these things to pop out of the gravestones before, so... This will sort of go here. Maximum gravestone efficiency. So we're bouncing 2 things now. We have easy lethal damage on the field. If we bounce this graveyard, this will still be a 3-2 pogo. 3-2 toxic, I mean. So you want this to always be last. That's a pogo. Goodbye, Soul Patch. I'll see you next time. Guarantee lethal. Too easy. You don't even need this. Do it for fun. Weak stuff out of here. And then this gets the 5. Besides for the fact we're winning, if you just look at the tempo, the way the tempo of the game goes, we are absolutely ruining these guys. I mean, we're so far ahead. Even the last game, the guy got us low. I mean, he was able to do something, but it's just been very convincing victories, which is always a good sign for a deck. Like, I've used decks before that they'll be winning, but each win is just like you barely scrape a win in, and you know, you end up with a lot of circumstantial stuff happening to make you win. Usually a lot worse. I'm gonna keep the graveyard. I think I'll keep this too. It just happens to be that graveyard is really good against Nightcap to cover up his things, and we'll go with it. Infinity Clones. It's so much faster than Imposter. So we're gonna have a lot of different plays we can do. If he plays a guy, we'll try to get it with the Imp throwing Imp. What I might do here actually is on turn 2, instead of playing Imp throwing Imp, I'll actually just go Imposter Graveyard, and then I'll have to bounce on turn 3, which is a lot of tempo. I think this deck would stack up pretty well against Nightcap Swarm. Because we'll be able to, you know, have a lot of minions in a lot of different places. It's a Baby Fry worthy deck. What is this? Good, good, good. More Solar Winds would be nice if you have them. 4 Briar Roses. Oof. This deck looks pretty good. You can get rid of the Lawnmowers though. It's not an efficient card. Sage is also pretty meh. A little more late game, strike through late game would be nice. If you have Cop Cannons, those would obviously be really good. This deck is very good against the, you know, the non-Gravebuster heroes. The Captain Combustible and the Jumpzilla, etc. Thank you so much, Napster.
Cheers to Baby Fry having more food.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, Napster. And yes, proceeds go to grocery bills, etc. for the babies. Thank you so much for your generosity. It's a really good place to put the Imp throwing in. We have another. Just want this to be around for the Excavator eventually, even though we're not playing Excavator this game. Playing Imp throwing Imp. This is turn 3 coming up, by the way. It just seems like we have way more than a turn 3 board. Damn, that sucks. What if we go with the Impfinity clone instead of the... We'll go with this. Question is, what do we stick in here? I think the surprise value should be good enough. If we can aim for 5 here with this mini ninja. In fact, then the Excavator next turn will be able to bounce whatever he puts in front of it. We'll get him for another 5. And again, it's such a slow play because it gives us another imp. We got an imposter, which will give us another thing. He'll has for 3. This is 5 damage. The Excavator is going to be amazing this turn. Amazing. I don't care. I'll play right into that 3-1. Worth it. This is going to die. There's really no point in having the graveyard, so I'll just place this. He tries to block them, we roll a 1. Anyway. Elmar Satino is sending me a background. That's interesting. I'll save that, that's a meme. Wallpaper, all heroes. Who sent this? El Marcetino? Wait. I didn't even see what he just did. I guess he placed something in the graveyard. Wasn't paying attention. Roll 1? Damn. We're still in just amazing shape. Yeah, I guess mix up Gravedigger here should be fine. Here's Valk. Valk will end up being a force. Again, this does nerf the ninja by 1, but who cares? We just need 1 damage anyway. Yeah, I don't need the Valk. But exactly, but if some way he were able to put 4 minions on the field here, which is possible. That's him conceding. 3 and 0, you guys. No chance. Block more Spore will no longer get it done. Could have made a play there, I think. Just lost his will to live, if you know what I'm saying. All right. Was that guy rank 49? Why not LBA? I don't know what it is. One to the 2. Mix-up Gravedigger is extremely good against Jumpzilla since he has no way of removing gravestones. I'm gonna do this. What's the purpose of bouncing your own environment? Again, it lets you replay it, especially graveyard. If it's something's just sitting in a graveyard, it's not very good. Oh, it's a great setup. A laser-based alpha. I think it's just because it's more expensive. We would never really end up with times to play the laser-based alpha, to be honest. This actually trades with us really well. Snorting, so I was blowing my nose. I should mute the volume when I do that. I just have a cold. I try to do it off screen. That's interesting. This will actually make 2 imps, though. I'll take it. It's nice. Damn, come on, give me something good. No swabbies. Okay, that's not bad. In this deck, this is the best one. Easily. Okay. This and deadly is great. Torch with him. So we'll pogo this the next turn, it's not a big deal. That happens. It's okay. He's getting his for 10 here, though. Pogo will stabilize us. But we're going to be really low in health. Maybe down to 9 here, probably. Unless you roll double 3s. Wow, that was lucky. That was lucky, you guys. I do not play this because then we don't have the pogo play next turn. I'll play this eventually. This will definitely come in handy. And the one would just die if he gets scorched and kills it anyway. The heal is real. He has no way of getting past this pogo mixed with Gravedigger. And all of his guys, on anything he plays, he has no amphibious minions. Anything he plays on the ground dies to the deadly minions on the ground. So we are in just absolutely fantastic shape here. Could you substitute Exploding Fruitcake for something else? Yeah, you don't necessarily need it. Can use Bungee Plumbers. I just feel like it's a really efficient way to work with the Valk and just to, you know, have a little bit extra. It's just really efficient removal. You're going to play something on Heights now? What you going to do exactly? Okay, so that's gone. Lily of the Valley gets no value here. I don't know, he balked on putting something on Heights because he knew it would die anyway. I don't really understand that. Did he not realize it was deadly? That was really weird. Mix-up Gravedigger is an absolute nightmare for Chomzilla. No way of dealing with gravestones. We have a Pogos. We're going to bounce whatever he plays off the field. Imp throwing Imp is just anywhere, so we'll be able to actually take advantage of that, you know, that part of it. Imp throwing Imp not getting the value here. There's Groshroom. Sunshroom, I mean. I believe the play is bounce the Torchwood here. Actually, the Torchwood's better than this in the late game. So, we don't want to give him the Torchwood back. We want to give him the stupid Pea Shooter back. It's really bad. It's a really bad card. Torchwood at least can protect one of your bigger cards in the late game, as opposed to Pea Shooter just as a 1/1, and it's too slow to play it anymore. Torchwood with the team up makes it a little better. I'm gonna take a break after this game and get some more cough drops. So again, we have Exploding Fruitcake galore here. He plays a really big card. Ain't gonna get it done. El Marcetino, I saw it. I saw it already. Why are you spamming? That happened. So he's like, when did he get Infinity clones? I guess this prevented us from playing the. What if I fruitcake him again? Probably not. In fact, him blocking. We're doing just fine. Except Gravedigger would have been fun there, though. But he scorched these, I see. Again, the ramp is a little bit scary. Obviously in decent shape, right? I don't even know if I would fruitcake this. We need some plays here. We'll take 3 damage. I think we'll save the fruitcake. It's gonna be useful. We can always mix up Gravedigger and Fruitcake next turn. Toxic Waste Imp wouldn't be bad here. So, this is what we need to win. That's why I let my guy die there. I could have Fruitcake for 3 too. It's definitely not worth it. What's going on, Ews? Loco freaking Coco is real. I should try, you know I haven't done yet. I should try Jimmy in Imp deck. I can do that with Super Brains or something like that too. Or HG. Probably just HG. I haven't really done an HG Imp deck like ever. I did not check these gravestones. Pogo's there. We have to get rid of you, I guess. I'll replay that, I'll be fine. Yes! Does anything die here? See, I guess we'll let the Pogo die. Why not? We'll Fruitcake something later, it'll be fine. On the other hand, we'll proc the block. We can always Excavator next turn. Maybe I will Fruitcake now. Because it'll basically, unless he rolls a 1, it'll do 5 damage to him with the Mix-Up Gravedigger, which will set up lethal for next turn. So I guess this is worth it. Actually, wait, no, none of our guys die now. Oops. Well, this could actually be lethal now, especially since we got that. Damn, he rolled a 1. Are you kidding me? We're in doo-doo right now. I hope he uses his super here, not on the Impfinity clone, on the Imp throwing Imp. Damn. So he's all done with blocking. Fruitcake is the best thing you can get. Graveyard's not bad. So this is good. Makes us kill the wall. Our entire field is cleared now. I really made a mistake. I had to let one of my guys die last turn. And he rolled a 1. He actually got really, really lucky. Now we're in trouble. This wins the game though. So we just gotta play around bonus attacks. So let's try to put as many gravestones in as many lanes as possible. I guess we'll play this last. So we have 5, 3, and 1. So it's basically like this. Like this. Excavator should win. Espresso Fiesta will... if he rolls lucky on an Espresso Fiesta, he'll win. Just want the Excavator to go face. I guess it doesn't even matter what pops out of this graveyard here. But I did cover the... I wanted to cover this guarantee with the gravestone. So we want Espresso Fiesta this, which gives them a much better shot. He's drawing cards. Repeat Moss. It's a little scary. So what could he do now? He could Fertilize. We'll make him do 5. No, it does not get it done. That's close though. He'll be doing 2 and then 4. But we're gonna win. Unfortunately for this guy. Excavator wins the game again. That guy actually was competitive. He got close, but no freaking cigar. 4-2. Amazing. Look how great this deck is performing. Someone actually gave me the deck idea. It doesn't really work the way that the person gave me the idea. The idea someone gave me was Graveyard, Valk, Excavator. That's sort of what we built this deck around, but it kind of just... I think doing Imps and then Pogo Mix of Gravedigger is the way to make Imps good. You need that follow-up, you know, which is something I went away from. Alright, I'm gonna go actually just get some more cough drops and I'll be right back. Enjoy your drink. Nowadays, Bad Moon Rising should cost 6. That would actually be decent. Rose. This isn't bad. This is not horrible. I main Pac-Man. I think this one. Question is, what do we do this next turn? Just against Transmogrify and Go to fight. We don't want this one getting hit. I'm gonna go with Weed Whack, Freeze. We're gonna go with this to try to draw out the Go to Fire, the Transmogrify, since this is better. Wow, nothing. We'll hold on to the Deadly, I think. Main thing we actually have to worry about is Shrinking Violet now. Smash Ultimate, I'm not gonna stream it, I don't think so. Maybe once, but... There's the Godify. I feel like it doesn't have Transmogrify then in hand. I feel like it's something else. I don't think this is worth it. It's too good. Shrinking Violet is too good. Let's obviously control Rose deck. This is fine. Not gonna deadly yet. It's not worth it. But Excavator, Graveyard, Deadly. Should be fun. Be able to replay the Graveyard and get another shot out of the Excavator. Maybe not now. Ugh. Let's mix up Gravedigger Deadly next turn. I guess we'll do this to play around another Excavator. Getting one, hopefully we'll get one. He's doing really well though. Mix up Gravedigger negates that completely. Now getting an Imposter would be nice here. Yes! Yes! We just want something to be in front here and not have. You can't play the mix with Gravedigger into the graveyard. Its ability doesn't activate that. And actually heals that. Damn, this stayed. You can tell we're. You can tell it's there. Again, I'll have 3 attack. That does very little. Throwing Imp is the water. We'll just do it again. This Rose isn't going to be able to deal with Gravestone very well. Some card draw would be nice. There's a Pogo. So we'll get greedy. We always could bounce something else in Deadly. We can always bounce the Dr. Pepper if we want here. Like that. This Rose is just not answering things efficiently, and this is going to be a 3-3. Amazing. We're definitely going to Deadly this turn. The Wingnut is fine to be replayed, so we're gonna bounce the Wingnut. We want to keep the Pogo around too, and we'll Deadly the Go. This, unlike the party, this got insane, and you know it's a possibility if this reveals itself earlier next turn. Our opponent just has Freeze as a block power, by the way. If it reveals itself early, yeah, it'll actually be a 5-5 or 4-4 or something. Great play. Do we have 8 here actually? Oh, I guess we have the draw cards mixed up Gravedigger. Amazing. Amazing. Look at this play. We'll definitely go for the mix up Gravedigger here. Bounces. We don't need the Deadlies anymore. See where this Gravestone stays the same. This is definitely the Imp Commander. Pogo's first. Big guy is here, damn. So, did not get a lot of value of the unlife for the party, unfortunately. It gets bounced back. A little bit sad. We're doing a lot of heat, and again, no block meter left, so that'll be 3. We're gonna draw a couple cards here. We're gonna draw, you know, if this unlife for the party had actually revealed itself earlier, we would be, this is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. If this had been in lane 1 or 2, we actually would have lethal here. Damn. What, Cool Bean, it's Cool Bean Winter Squad, so that would be good. Now we're, you know, getting our cards back. Just need 2 here. This fruitcake should get it done. I don't know how our opponent could possibly clear our field. Even the almighty dragon, we'd still be able to play the fruitcake and kill the dragon. Like, we can have, you know, even if he has 4 freezes, we still win. I guess he could leave this alive. Anyway. And a heal? No. Does not get it done. Again, that was good. Played around that Tricky Violet early. We had the fruitcake answer. Imagine if we were running, for example, Bungee Plumbers instead of exploding fruitcake. That prior rose that he played would have screwed us. We would have lost the game. Easy, we would have lost the game. Unless we had a Pogo exactly on turn 4, which we did not there. And the fruitcake did essentially did it. I guess a Bungee Plumber would have worked too. Sounds like a heal freeze deck. Not recommended. 1 to the 2 to the 3 and to the foe. I'll keep a graveyard against this Nightcap Swarm deck. I think we'll start with the... I guess the graveyard is... I think we'll play this on top. Make sure he doesn't make a play here unless it's super. And then it'll give us an automatic lane for the excavator. Those are the best and worst legendaries. So the best legendaries are Briar Rose and Pineclone. Mixed up Gravedigger's is quite good too. Worst ones, there's a few ones that don't get a lot of play in top tier, you know, don't get a lot of top tier play at all. Including, you know, Wannabe Hero, Doubled Mint, Winter Squash, still pretty, Winter Melon, I mean, is still pretty, Melon Put, whatever, still pretty bad. We're gonna actually deadly for a card, because we're probably... Now that's useful. I'm gonna want to put his environment here anyway, so... This is gonna be tough. This is not gonna be easy. There's an Imp. I might go Imp and throwing Imp instead of the Excavator. We can always do that later. We're probably gonna need this Valk down the line anyway, so this might happen on turn 6. I believe this is the play. Defensive. Where's against that smash, the one where the one that point didn't kill him? Not easy. We're back in the game though. Infinity clones wouldn't be bad here. This is probably worth it, because it makes him have to front this. What's in the box? Not bad. Cards. Pogo mixed with Gravedigger should be fine. Yeah, Winter Melon's just for any 6-cost card that doesn't have an ability right when you play it is usually not worth it. This is really harsh. Do we keep the Pogo alive? I think just in terms of clogging lanes, keeping the Pogo alive is correct. He didn't get his Plan of the Grape, so he's really out of steam. This is still extremely tough. I mean, a couple beans will win him the game. I think it has to be Pogo, guy. Berry Blast wins. Probably gonna lose this one. You just took too much damage. Oof. Oh. It actually blocks you. That's fine. We're still very much alive. In fact, we will very likely see the Excavator Valk play this turn. We're not going to proc the block, though. That's unfortunate. We do need to proc the block somehow. Probably have to just rely on, we have to proc the block this turn, so we kind of just have to rely. One's getting blocked, I guess. We don't have Impfinity clones left, do we? That happened. It's nice you put that environment there. So if we roll a 3, obviously I have to roll a 3 now. Got the huge Valk, just he has a full block meter. That's the sad part. Yes! We need one of these to land in lanes 4 or 5 just to proc the block. It's all we need. Yes! We got both of them, babies. We got both of them. This game is winnable. This game is winnable. Lue Berry Blast getting in his hand. Super does not help him here. This is very, very doable. We're actually going to try to pull this combo off now. We're going to put Valk in the graveyard now. I don't believe it loses its stats. It doesn't say them there. I'm pretty sure this works. Unless he gets a Berry Blast, we should have him here. And the Valk can't be bounced by anything except for a Grave Bouncer. He's gonna... No! He's gonna rely on him blocking now. This should pop out with all the attack. So now he needs to roll a 2 and a 3 for the win. Rolls a 1, and we actually won that game. And we actually, well, why did he not even try to block these? He actually, it's interesting, he had a better chance of winning by not putting something on the graveyard because of Excavator. How likely is this guy sniping? I'm calling snipe on that guy. What kind of stupid play was that? He was playing around Excavator since he saw it already? He was playing around Excavator Valkyrie, exactly. How, you know, there's no way to play around a 9 attack minion inside that thing. I call snipe. There's no way. What kind of play was that? Why would he give me 2 lanes to attack his face there? He thought that the 2 of them wouldn't equal 9? Maybe he figured the 2 of them together wouldn't equal 9 since we haven't played any high attack minions yet. I don't know. Anyway, we're 6-0. That's what matters. We'll get rid of you since you don't see the graveyard. That's nice. This will probably work out. Mixed up Gravediggers are always worth keeping, so this can work as a turn 4 play. It's definitely a highlight, though. That was incredible. And that was exactly what we built the deck around, too. So we're going to go with the Toxic. Very difficult card for Jumpzilla to deal with, by the way. No amphibious minions, no small removal. It's got to have basically Sweet Pea. And that does not get it done. We'll just stick this right in that environment. We could go Excavator. Let's go with this. It's probably better. Could put... well, could even put with 4 attack here. Not a whole lot. I do have a cold, yeah. That's why my voice sounds a little wonky. Game 6 and Valk. Excavator. Come. Amazing. And that does so little. So we're gonna draw a card. We'll stuff this guy up in here, The imp throwing imps just become better here. I wonder if we even go Pogo mix up Gravedigger. Probably. Yeah, it's better. We can go double imp throwing it. This is fine. So we want the imp to hit first, so we'll put this after. He could block and kill the Pogo with his super, but that's not the end of the world. Nice try, man. Pogo is so good. It develops a card on the field, a 2/2, which isn't horrible. And you can put it back into a gravestone. It removes whoever they play that turn. Ridiculous. Rolling a 3 would be fine. No. 1, 1, and 2. It works. Thank you, Joltier Surge. Cetra's enemy attack. I'll take a quick peek. Arise Demise. It's a Bad Moon Rising deck. Interesting. Again, it's gonna be hard to pull off, but it looks like a fun deck, so well done. You're getting triplication of that dude. Ramp. Definitely mix up Gravedigger. No chance of playing anything else here. This is amazing. We'll still be drawing more cards now. We'll be up to 10 cards by next turn, very likely. I do need to check the gravestones. There goes that one. And Imp Commander's in the water now. Mix of Gravedigger is in 3. That's the one we want to bounce so we can hit for the damage here. Yeah, really? Okay, so Pogo does nothing. Excavator is ridiculously good here. Ridiculously good. It's going to be Excavator's strength. If we don't win this turn, what do we have? 9, 10, 11. We're not going to win, but we're going to draw, probably hit for 5 and then proc the block. Yes. Perfect. Perfect. Could not have gone better. If he uses his super, I guess, on the Toxic Waste Imp for the Pogo, it'll just make us able to make another play next turn. So, easy plays. Excavator. Valk is now in our hands. That'll have at least 8 attack next turn if he survives here somehow. Oh. So, here's a cycle. It's a very good geyser. Geyser. Now, we have to decide if we can afford to get... Actually, you can't do this play again next turn because it's too expensive. Wow. He almost killed us there? Freaking kidding me? Do we have to not... Oh, jeez. What the heck just happened? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Guess like this. Wow, 1 heal combo. He got us for 4, 4. 4. How much damage did he just do there, though? He rolled really well, I guess. Wasn't really paying attention. Wait, he's milled! Oh, the man is milled. We have Impfinity clones, thank goodness. But if he's able to... He has any heal in his hand, he just wins here. Cuke. Wait, what? He didn't have a heal. He didn't have it. Sadness. Actually, wait. Block. Scorch does not get it done. If one had to land in the water, else Scorch would have taken both of them out. Now it's guaranteed. He already used Geyser. Yeah, it's guaranteed lethal. It's Scorch. 7 and 0. That's... Oh, no. So, yeah. No, super. Oh, he didn't use Scorch? Oh, he used Scorch before? I don't remember when he got Scorch. He just has it in his hand somewhere. The other 9 cards. See, I don't know. He would have had to. What he would have had to have done. That was turn 7, so he couldn't play. He couldn't make the whole heal combo. He would have had to have played Artichoke, and then he would have had to have a heal card, which he didn't necessarily even have in that deck. He would have to have a Poppy or something like that. I don't think it's very possible in his hand he just didn't have a play. I don't know if he made a bad play there. He just was very unlucky, unfortunate. Well, he was fortunate to get all that much damage on a heal combo on us the turn before, but then very unfortunate to not have any more heals left in his hand. This is not very good. This is fine. Get rid of the fruitcake for now. This is a good hand though, and again, it's a non-grave buster hero. No way of dealing with gravestones. So Pogo mix of Gravedigger ends up being insane in a tempo slot. This is a good hand. Ketchup mechanic. He could have had Taco. He didn't have ketchup mechanic. I do play Infinity times Infinity. I play Hearthstone. I think it's a nice game. I had a hard time getting into it. I think particularly as a streamer, I really don't have time to play it because there's already a lot of really good Hearthstone streamers. I'm not gonna like play a game that doesn't need another streamer, you know? I'd rather play games that do need someone to stream. If I wasn't streaming this game, you know, who would be streaming it? Freaking R. Kelly. Okay, that was not mean. That was a little mean, I mean. Yeah, too many toasters is sending a meme. Motorcycle. Fry him up highlight. I love that. Good meme. I wish I could just write these down. I just have no time. I can't, like, I'm looking at these memes and stuff. And I'll look at Joe King's meme too. I like both of these. These are good. Win the game / PM. So we'll save this as Joe King. That was just pass? Was that just a rope? What did that guy just do? Oh, I play Toxic Waste and he removes it. Okay. This is fine. Can hammer it, controller rose. So get rid of that one. This will be loud highlight. Too many toasters. Two very quality memes coming in. So weed whacked plus berry. Now I could go pogo. I can also go with these two. If it's a berry deck. You don't have to pogo mix up Gravedigger, it's nice to. I don't have to. Preventing 4 damage would be nice here. Okay, I'm gonna go Pogo. If he plays Sergeant Strongberry, this trade is fine. Wildberry. So do I want to prevent the 4 damage or set up the bounce for next turn? I do want to mix up Gravedigger next turn. I think I'll take it like a man. It's a little bit sad. I hope that's not, again, the extra 4 damage taking there. It can end up being a problem as this game goes by. Mix-up Gravedigger is really, really good here, though. And we will be able to block it. Valk just became active. And we'll actually be able to maybe stick the Pogo back into a thing now. This Astro Shroom is going to die with a team up. The commander is there. Mix-up Gravedigger actually trades. We don't have to bounce the 4-1 now. And Pogo's in 1. It's the non-mixed up Gravedigger, I guess. We can let this Pogo die, though. Maybe keeping a 5-5 on the field is good enough. Berry Blast to face at this stage in the game. So do we want to... We're giving him one of these back no matter what. Definitely want this to die. Do we want the Pogo to still be alive? I don't think so. I think keeping a 5-5... It's very difficult for him to deal with. He'll have to use a squash. I think that's worth it. Valk is gonna begin now. It's a little bit sad because we could have used this on the Pogo next turn. I think it's still worth it this play. So 3-1 and fruitcake. Amazing. If he doesn't give us a good fruitcake target, we'll just, I don't know, do something. Draw a card. Graveyard. Lawnmower. Okay. Probably Wild Berry in 1. Good play. Wow! I don't want him proccing my block. That was interesting. We're gonna draw an insane amount of cards and probably get another fruitcake. I just don't want him proccing my block. His only way of winning at this point, because of our insane card advantage we are about to get. We're drawing 2 cards in each of those. We did get a fruitcake back. This is fine. Only shot he really has is to really be aggressive and try to kill us before we can kill him. Really to race us. Just because he has more health than us, but I don't think that's really a thing anymore. That's fine. Valk just became good. It does so little for his cause. It's pot. And mix of gravy. Amazing. Other Valk. We're gonna do Valk Pogo eventually. I believe right now the play though is 1, 5. Amazing. And just 1. Clogging all the lanes here is so good because it can't really do damage to us. Just getting ready for impact. Whoever tries to remove some of these, I'm just trying to charge the Valks and do as much damage as possible in the meantime. That's interesting. So I'll end up with a seedling, I guess. Now, if we don't want him to get the seedling, we couldn't encrypt this. I think the seedling, if he'll turn into Brain Anna, it'll win them the game. I think let's let that seedling happen. We're gonna get milled here, which is not good. Well, it can't be Soul Patch, it can be most 6, but Brain Anna would be awfully good. We will hit him for the 5. That seedling actually in lane 3 is very beneficial because it makes the Mix Up Gravedigger the 5 damage actually hit. That's awesome. I guess Pogo Fruitcake is the play. We could go Valk Fruitcake. It's probably not going to hit though. Let's go Pogo Fruitcake. Oh, we have Toxic also. Didn't even see it. Fruitcake should neutralize whatever he plays here. That's fine. Sour grapes. So we'll definitely get rid of this. We usually win here. In fact, Fruitcake makes us, well, I don't know if he supers. I guess he has to kill this in order to... Super Weed Whack. Or he supered? More Spore. It's like this actually. Because now More Spore does not save. It actually hits. We want to see More Spore makes it guaranteed lethal. And then last one is Scorch, which actually kills this. Which is fine. Scorch, damn. Fruitcake to face. What's going on, Empiric? I'm playing this right now on a computer. Mix Up Gravedigger is definitely what's happening. So it's Pogo Mix Up Gravedigger for the win. We have 2 bounces. There's no chance of survival. Especially Solar Flare. It can't do any. Like I'm what 3 Berry Blast, 4 Berry Blast to face. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4 Berry Blast to face. I think is the only out. We have double bounce. Okay. Cool Bean. Cool Bean would be nice. We should check these grave stuff real quick. Nope. Muggin 1. Cool Cornucopia, but way too slow. Got a little nut kind of. God, hi Cornucopia. As if to say, you're useless. See you later. I ain't afraid of you. Oh my. Keep it going. What is the best win condition for Cycle Cap? So Astro Shroom in Planet of the Grapes is the best. It's nice to add in Pine Clones as a backup plan and 2 Sonic Blooms. You can see my deck list, it's somewhere. 1 and to the 2, to the 3. This graveyard is quite good here. I think I'm going to hold on to the Valk too. It's going to cause some problems. I wonder if I keep the Toxic Waste Imp. It really doesn't do that much in this matchup. That's a lot better. This is a cool game. This is a very neat game. I wish he would have played something on the ground there. The imp throwing imp goes in here. Should be fine. It's a fruitcake. I dare you to front that. Wow, yes, that was perfect. He thinks he's doing himself such a favor, but that actually will just die next turn now. And spawn 2 imps. Amazing, amazing. And charge the Valk. Did I play Valk as the 2/6 here? Oh, perfect. Could not have gone better. This just dies next turn too, the 1 health. There's an imposter. That works. That absolutely works. So we're going to play around Scorch, put this on heights. We either have a fruitcake or a deadly. I would love to get a pogo, would be the absolute best thing. We're going to fruitcake this thing. Keep the damage off of our face. This is a nice aggro solar flare deck. Lucky not to see fruitcakes, haunted pumpkin on turn 1. This is obviously an aggro solar flare. And this is just, again, he'll remove something. Everything removes something except for, I guess, more spore really sucks here. Wow, it was more spore? Oh, we're getting lucky this game. Probably. This is really nice. Now all the lanes are clogged. You know, Elderberry does nothing. A Bloomerang will do a little damage, but die to the deadly here. Okay, now he plays the Scorch. Decided to hold on to it. And then Poison Ivy. That's fine. These being deadly are great. Oh, there's Weedwhack. Alright, was able to stabilize a little bit. This Valk is getting ridiculous. Still looking for some kind of... Yes, Pogo is perfect as a control card. This will draw us a card, which is great. There's another Valk. So this one's going to start growing. Now, this is a win condition. I assume we're going to get a... I think we're going to go Pogo and mix up Gravedigger. It's probably the safest way. This deck, again, as long as we don't see Haunted Pumpkin on turn 1, this deck can deal magnificently with aggro Solar Flare. This is really, really strong deck, and we are absolutely wrecking it here. This is almost not fair. Mix-up Gravedigger just wins the game. Lucky not to get block supered there. And it's going to be mixed up Gravedigger with a Graveyard, actually, which is cool. We'll probably Graveyard here. And we'll actually be able to, you know, stick a Valk on the field next turn into the Graveyard, which is a protected Valk, no way to deal with gravestones, and he's definitely in for quite a surprise. So definitely important to check the gravestones here. Unfortunately, makes up Gravediggers in 1, so we can't pull off the win as easily. But so this is an imposter here. I guess we might as well let the imposter die. Let the 5 damage have a shot of rolling 1 and hitting the face. If our opponent blocks, our Valks should be good to go coming up. Rolled a 1. As if the game could not have gone any better. Wow. Wow, that was just an absolute 20-0 absolute wreckage of aggro Solar Flare. Get that weak stuff out of here. Super happy to see people using this deck list still. That was one thing I was actually afraid of with this deck list. I think aggro Solar Flare can be a good matchup, but if you don't start off with the Haunted Pumpkin on 1, you're kind of screwed. This will be the last game, 9-0. And the season's about to reset as we're recording this. This is fine. This isn't bad. Let's start off by getting rid of the fruitcake. See if we get a Pogo, would be better. Mix some Gravedigger's fine against Solar Flare. This is the same guy too, unfortunately for him. So I think we'll go with you. See if he gets the Haunted Pumpkin this time. This is the same guy. We're hopefully have a repeat of last game. Did not, you know, again, you have to have the 4 Haunted Pumpkins in this deck. It is so important. We're actually just going to put this here. Doesn't really matter on the lane. And it'll just draw us cards with the Imp Commander. We did get a 3, 4, and a 5, so we have a godlike hand here. Basically couldn't be better. rolling. Anyway. He's not going to have anything. He didn't have one last turn. Why would he have one here? Scorch? Weed Whack? He's thinking about it. He's thinking about using a power on this. He definitely wouldn't be thinking about super or, super to face, maybe he's thinking about? Let's assume he has Scorch or Weed Whack now and I just decide not to do it. Now that we have information that he has Scorch or Weed Whack, I wonder if playing this on Heights is better. Still gonna play it here. This is better against Weed Whack. More likely to draw a card. Eventually we'll mix up Gravedigger, this whole apparatus anyway. Wow, he trades, and we're still maybe gonna draw the card? Rolled the 1. Unlucky, Mr. Doverfield. I have a feeling this is someone who does actually watch the stream. He's using our deck list here. Now, Pogo goes here. Pogo can be easily removed, though, is the thing. I wonder if we wait a turn on the Pogo. I think we're gonna play a little bit, slow it down a little bit here. We're gonna go like this. I think the Pogo, since the Pogo can be removed by block Weed Whack or block Super, I'd rather get Pogo mixed up Gravedigger. We're gonna be okay. Boops that. Prevents us from drawing a card. Another imposter. Amazing. So imposter Pogo is fine here. You can easily Pogo in 4. Now none of the powers are really that good here. It does very little. So again, we're right now we're on turn 5 and our opponent has only done 5 damage to us. We obviously have this insane card advantage. So it's always Pogo here. The question is, what's better? Is playing Imposter better? Or is holding out for a Graveyard better? I'm probably just going to mix up Gravedigger anyway next turn. Let's go with Imposter. Draws us cards. The season is resetting right now as we speak. We're having a little countdown you can see in the chat there. So we'll have the hopefully the 10th win the way it's looking right now, and then have the season reset celebration. Good way to end the video, I guess. Weed Whack that. Another play here is not even that scary. This Pogo will damage this, survive, get mix up Gravedigger next turn. Haunted Pumpkin gives us a card. This will go back into his hand. Finally gets Haunted Pumpkin. Yeti. Dang that. We just want to prevent the damage. That's our top priority. This gives us another card. So we got Guy mix up Gravedigger, whatever comes out of this. Perfect. Do we have Guy mixed up Gravedigger now? Is it better to go in the water? He's running Wingnut. So it's gonna be Guy mixed up Gravedigger. The question is, this is usually the one we bounce? Not necessarily. I think the imp that gets launched into the water is on average better than the one on the ground. Not necessarily, not in this deck. I want this to be a low maintenance play, and we have the Toxic Waste Imp that wants to go into the water next turn anyway, so let's do it like this. You could make an argument for putting a guy in the water there. I don't want an empty lane, it's not worth it. Solar Flare can't play things in the water, unless something gets randomly conjured. Let's check these. Mixed ups and 1s, it actually trades. We don't have to go face with the mixed up Gravedigger. And this is perfect. The only thing better would have been the Imp Throwing Imp being here. Yes, Imp Throwing Imp throws 2 now, so we can let one of our guys die if we want. This is the Imposter. Do we want to prevent the damage? We'll actually get an extra Imp. I think let's prevent the damage and kill the Wingnut. Maybe going face would have been better though. Ugh, that sucks. Could be 5 damage to face was correct. It's gonna be almost impossible for our opponent to push for lethal here anyway though. Fishy Imp, perfect! Amazing! Mixed up Gravedigger wouldn't be bad here as a top deck. Gravestone is probably best. What we also can do here is bounce this guy. It gives us an option to bounce this up the field. We can actually graveyard and stick this back in something back in a gravestone. Maybe the pogo, maybe this one. Man's trying. Let's strike through. He's doing a decent amount of damage to us. I'd like to hit him with the 4 here, I guess. Destroying his cards, not letting them hit are better. I don't know if we use the gravestone on anything. We'll use that defensively eventually, I guess. I think this just goes here. I think we just go face. So we're taking set 6. Big deal. Full block meter at 9 still. Proc the block. Oh, hit for 4. I'll take it. Wow, now the block doesn't do anything. Button shrimps. Doesn't help a lot. So the imp throwing imp can go here. Pogo is perfect. This is going to be imp throwing imp, which is a grave. We're going to go pogo and toxic waste imp, I guess. Now we'd like the ones that die. It's going to want to remove the toxic waste imp, I guess. This order doesn't really matter. So we have a pogo, imp throwing imp will launch something. You know, even if he removes this, we don't even have to bounce this because the imp throwing imp will guarantee throw to lane 3, for example, as long as the pogo lives. So, and keeping my pogo alive is probably priority here. I'll probably try to shoot this down. That happens. Okay, so now we'll bounce the elderberry for sure. Goodbye, elderberry. And the imp throwing imp will now throw the imp to lane 1, so not losing any value. I guess we will one off lethal. Oh, did I just miss lethal? Oh, I missed lethal just now. My bad. Yeah, that was missed. Oh, just missed it. Damn. That was stupid. I lose this game. I just missed lethal. Where's Mix of Gravedigger for the win? We need 1 damage. I think this is the play. Yeah, good game, man. If I would have not bounced the elderberry, I had in mind that to bounce a big strike through card, but if I wouldn't have, we would have won. Anyway, so that was the, we're gonna have the season reset now. That was Imp Valk. I'm so happy we finally found both an Imp deck that works and a Valkyrie deck that works that's not, you know, Valk Trickster hybrid, and this does not have any of the regular makings. Does not have any of the regular makings of a Valk deck, so alright, hope you guys enjoyed. I guess I'll just include the season reset here as part of the video. Amazing, we're gonna get some popcorn, we're gonna get some packs. Would love to get a 4th 3-headed chomper, would be cool. 10 and 0, amazing, absolutely amazing. I guess I'll upload this video today, because why not? Season reset. The hype is real. These are the packs. I have most of the cards. There's a few things we're missing. I'm missing a 4th 3-headed chomper. That would be cool to get. Oh no, Starch Lord. This is not going well. Stupid Starch Lord. How did I miss lethal? If I would have bounced, I think there was something else. Like maybe not. Was there a team up in lane 3? Oh, maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. All right, got a Leggy, a couple super rares. Oh, it's worth scraps. Maybe I didn't miss lethal there. That could be I'm just mixed up. You just got 3-headed chomper, cool. Yeah, the reason games like this don't let you trade cards with someone else is because you can just make 100 accounts and trade all your cards into one. So that's why they don't let you do that. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed. That was amazing. That was the Impfinity, really top tier deck. I really, really love this deck list. Everything melds together really well. And going first with Imps and then Pogo Mix of Gravedigger is bomb. You can really do this with other sneaky heroes. Doesn't necessarily need the Valks, but they did add value. I mean, the Valks were really good, particularly that one game where we pulled up a Valk Excavator. That was amazing. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed. Peace, this is Fry.